Today we're going to conduct a typical drainage inspection. It's important prior to actually undertaking the inspection that the inspector checks his approved engineering plans. Firstly, his face plan to ensure that the pipes that are on site and are going to be installed are the correct diameter and class rating, and double checking. It's important also to go to the long section. With this particular pipe here, it's a Black Max and a 300 diameter. It's an approved pipe, but the guys have actually picked up that there's a fault with it. You can see the damage caused there. If it was a concrete pipe, it's important to check the long section to ensure that it's got the right class rating on it, and also it doesn't hurt to look internally for any structural cracks. With the current CCTV component to our inspectional process, the structural grade and service grade of 1 needs to be achieved. It's a lot cheaper to actually replace the pipe prior to putting it in the ground than actually installing it, having it to be replaced at a later date. What we'll do now is we'll take you over and show you some typical trenching and some pipe placement over here. So follow me over. As per the current IDM checklist, we're here today having a look at what we class as a drainage witness point. This particular drainage line here that we've started at pit 6 downstream, and they've laid the drainage line up to pit 7, which is the upstream component. At the downstream end down there will be a 1 metre plus length of Aggie tail to allow any water that seeps into the trench to escape into the pit. The inspector would typically look for the haunchy, which this one appears to be haunched quite well. The collar placement is also of importance, that those collars are facing upstream, which is giving us the direction of flow downstream. With this particular one too, they have to be mindful of any potential house connections that need to be placed in. With this Black Max, they would normally be core drilled and into the top with the correct manufacturer's fitting fitted. With this other trench that we've got being undertaken over here, this is going to be a road crossing. So as you can see, the stabilised sand will be placed on top there. The rock has been held back. So that once the stabilised sand, as per the approved engineering plans, that'll be brought up to the minimum of the spring line, and then crushed rock will be compacted over the top of that. As part of the inspectional process, it's important that once the backfill starts to take place, that this particular line here is on the back of curb. So the standards are that it needs to be compacted crushed rock as backfill. If it was in an easement, it would be in situ material. It is something that the inspectors will come back probably tomorrow or the next day to ensure that that takes place. The correct material, especially in the road reserve here, needs to be placed, and it has to be compacted.